Okay guys, I'm gonna make this video about the Whittakers. Much of you have heard about the Whittakers and much of you haven't. So I'm going to make this video to show what's going on through the time since 2020. Alright, as you see, what you're seeing now is my YouTube. I do not have monetization. I have 18 subscribers. I have had 3 videos in the last 90 days, as you see. I'm not earning. No memberships, no supers, no nothing. I'm not monetized. See, we will let you know when you're eligible. So, I am not monetized. So, anybody that says that I'm going to try to make money off this, you're full of it. That's from the get-go. And so now I got that out of the way, I want to explain to you why that I'm making a video on Whittakers. My family was not so much inbred, but cousins married cousins and had kids, and they're from West Virginia, so I know blood runs thicker than water. And I'm not saying that I'm inbred, but there's others in my family that are. Not to hurt them, not to say anything bad about them. It's just not like that. Family's family, and some went too far. I won't say who. I won't put names out there. I won't do it. But I will say that my family is from West Virginia, not from Odd, but from Logan County, Lincoln County, and some of the poorest places in West Virginia. Not just Mingo County or Wyoming County or any of those counties. There's places that are just as bad, or maybe worse. That's really not getting the attention that it needs to get, but it doesn't. Pushed off the map, okay? I've since moved from West Virginia, so I don't, I mean, I have contact connections, I have ties, I have family there, of course. My mother since passed, and, I lived 22 years of my life in West Virginia, 23. And I can say that I lived in some homes that were just almost as close as their home. I'll go about showing you their home and everything in this video. I lived in a house that was made with cardboard walls, coloring book for wallpaper. We peed in a bucket. We got water from the creek. We dumped the bucket in the creek. Uh, I lived a hard life, so I know what the Whittakers are going through. And like I said, I've since moved from there. I'm glad I moved in a way, and I'm sad that I moved in another way because I miss it. I miss the family life, the family get-togethers and reunions and just sitting around on the porch doing nothing and talking family, find out what's going on with them, and I really miss it, really. Um, some things you'll find a little bit of my accent because, like I said, I moved from there, but I still have a little bit in me. I guess in West Virginia, it dies out of you. It sticks with you. Anyway, I want you to get a grip on what, why me? Why am I doing this? I'm not from the city. I was born in the city and then I moved to West Virginia, lived 22, 23 years there, and then move back. So, you know, I prefer city life because it's so hard. It's so hard to live down there. The living conditions are really hard. And the people all depend on each other. And some people don't care. They don't care what's going on with their neighbors. And, that hurts. That really hurts because to me, this is like family. Okay. Because I have family that's intertwined, whatever you want to call it. Not so much inbred, but intertwined. Cousins marry cousins and whatever. That's the reason. This whole stigmata of inbred and it's wrong. Don't classify these people as that. Their parents did what their parents did. They can't help what their parents did. And the kids are suffering, and they're not kids anymore. They're adults and they're still suffering. So I want to go about this video with compassion, with understanding of these people. What they get are mostly hand-me-downs. They don't get to go out and buy new stuff every month like other people do. They grow their own garden. They live off that food. If they don't have that and can it and put it away, they won't have it. They starve. And these are not children that go to school every day and get a school lunch. Those are the children that they're fed by the system. That's another subject. These people are living a life that they have always lived, and I don't really. I feel sorry for them. I don't pass judgment on them because I know they've done what they've done. They just lived. So anyway, I wanted to touch base with you, and I'll go on with the video. Thank you for listening, and if you like my video, then go ahead and hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you want. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm just making this video to be making it and to give you my thoughts. Thanks for listening. Okay, so here you see Software Underground, which is Mark Leota. He did a book in 2004 of the Whittaker family and decided that he was going to come back and record them doing more Appalachia shoots, and he visited the Whittakers again. So he got them on camera. But he had met them once before, and like it says, one of the neighbors, threatened him. And it's going to be a long story, but here's my take on what happened. I've watched them through the years, probably since about, let's say about, 2020 maybe, when everything started going on, and they were called inbreds, and you see, uh, family is just their family. They don't. They didn't at the time. They didn't know any better. So, anyway, as you see, this is how Mark got in the picture.
What is the story with that family?
Their parents were double first cousins. But in addition to being double first cousins...
What is double first cousins?
I don't even know. But in addition to that, their fathers, on both the mother and the father side, were twins, identical twins.
Oof.
So it's like the same person birthed the mom and dad, even though they were different people, but they're identical twins. And then the parents were cousins on top of it.
Oh.
Yeah. And then who knows what other environmental issues there are.
So now we go into the family tree. As you see, family just intertwined here, here, all of them, Marion and this is the Whittaker family here that you see now are so intertwined is because these cousins here, John and Gracie, which is the name that's on the property right now, that Larry was living in. This Larry here he had a trailer on the property. So, alright, that's another story. But this is the family tree, as you can see. This is how cousins married cousins. And back in the day, they didn't know no better. You know, you weren't brother and sister. You had kids, you did whatever. And there you go. That's the background behind the Whittakers. So now moving along, this is the home that they live in. This is their home, but it's not on their property. As I was mentioning before, Larry has the trailer, or had the trailer, on his parents' property. Which hasn't been divided to any of the children. It is still in the mother and the father's name, John and Gracie. I looked up on the court records on the auditor's page, and they do not own the property that they are on. This house has running water, but the water runs into the creek. This house has a toilet that also runs into the creek. This house has a coal stove, wood stove, coal and wood both together. They could burn either one. These people have lived hard lives. They have Timmy and Lorraine was sleeping together. Timmy and Lorraine, a mother and son, and they were sleeping together. And mind you, Timmy is 40 some years old now. He doesn't have his own room. And this family has lived in these conditions their whole life. I'm guessing that when their father and mother passed away, one of the videos, Betty talks about how the old home fell in, they couldn't live in it anymore, so they got their trailer and they moved it there. And evidently they didn't know that it was not on their property. So there you go. This house is not on their property. The roof was coming in, and so Mark helped them to get a new roof. You see the green on the roof. They had a new window put in, and she was supposed to put siding on. And they had a little garden beside the house there. Someone in this part of the house, right in here, gave them a building to put to make it for a bathroom, even though there was no septic put on the property. And the septic cannot be put on a property. The property is in a flood zone. And you can go and look at the GIS maps. I did myself. I looked. The GIS maps show it's in a floodplain, and the only way that they could get a septic put on that property is if it was above ground. It would have to be above ground, and the pipes and stuff would have to be underground. So that way it would prevent freezing and then busting and then all of the drainage to go into the water, which it's doing now. So there's no way they could get a permit. No logical West Virginia inspector is going to let them have a septic system on that property because it's in a floodplain. There's so much to this. As far as that house that needs condemned, there are roaches, and I'm going to show you a picture. Better yet, I'll show you a picture, a video I found. This is of the Whittaker home. This is the bathroom. I'm not joking, y'all. This is insane. This is the guy that was gonna tear out the bathroom and redo the bathroom and fix it for them. And then he come to find out he had to have permits, and nothing was done. So as you can see here, Soft White Underbelly, which is Mark Leota, made a lot of videos in 2020 and then 2022. He did follow-ups, 2023, 2024, and he quit. And here's why. The Whittakers were doing the videos, and he was giving them money. And he had a GoFundMe set up for them, and he raised over $150,000, of which he would take them to Walmart, as you see. He would take them to breakfast, as you see. And all the while, he's handing them money. He was handing it to Betty, which is the one of the ones that actually can think, but not straight. I wouldn't say 100%. That she was the most sane of them. She was more at herself. Okay, so you have them taking them out to breakfast, coming and giving them haircuts. You see here haircuts for them, and they go to the state fair, and Mark Leota and another girl, I can't remember her name, she came into the picture, and she really took a liking to Ray, and she was Ray's friend. And in the meantime, the Whittakers were, calling Mark and saying, "Hey, we need money for groceries. We got this and this and this we got to pay." So Mark was giving them money. Hey, it's their money, so we'll give it to them. So then you have the cousin Jason that came into the picture, and Jason was one of the other siblings. of the Whittakers' son. He, I believe it was Chicago, that he came from, he was visiting, and Mark asked him if he wanted the video, and he went ahead and done the video, and so I believe that he was going to go leave and go back. So anyway, you got 2023, and you got the Christmas with the Whittakers, and then Mark comes up with videos of the nephews and the grandnephews, Brandon and Lewis, which is BJ's son. Okay, BJ is the daughter of Larry. BJ has other kids other than these ones, but these are the two that hurts, BJ on one hand is she's a admitted drug addict. She um, tried to tell Mark that she was getting better and she was doing better, and in the meantime she's getting money from Betty. She's asking Larry to get money from Betty, and she's actively asking money from Betty. Betty would give it to her. Okay, let me explain this. Betty is the type of person that she can be manipulated. I've watched this through my videos, and anything that you say, she really goes along with, because the woman does not want trouble. She don't want problems with the family. She don't want nobody mad at her. She's an easygoing person. She does not want to make anybody mad. So she agrees with what's going on. And she's like, well, BJ asked me for money, so get to BJ, And this was admitted in some of the videos. So BJ even goes on Facebook and she posts that her daddy died. Larry, here's the video. And Mark went and confronted them. They were like, hey, you're not dead. What's going on here? I thought the money was supposed to be for the funeral and for clothes, and why did you tell me this? And he was like, BJ was there, and BJ said, well, I'm sorry. She apologized, and I'm getting clean. I'm getting clean. I'm going to North Carolina. I'm getting clean. And she lied to Mark. So, and even Mark confronted Larry. He was like, hey, why'd you let your daughter do this? Why'd you? I didn't know. I didn't know she did that. And he did. All this time, he knew. He knew. She was getting all the money that she could from Mark, taking it and buying drugs with the money. And telling Mark, hey, calling Mark, telling Mark, say, hey, I need $100. Whatever the case may have been, I don't know. But the excuses, it was excuse after excuse. And Mark told her, said, I'm not going to give you no more money. I'm done. So, then he gave him a chance. He came back and he talked to the Whittakers, and he done the follow-up to Jason. And they tried to say that BJ was going to leave. Well, BJ didn't leave. Well, BJ said she was going to leave, and she didn't leave. So Mark asked her, said, well, what happened in North Carolina? Why are you not there? She said, oh, it didn't work out. She said, I got a mobile home, but I'm staying clean, and I'm doing good. She was lying to him the whole time. She wasn't trying to get clean. She knew that money was coming in from Mark. And Mark just throwed his hands up and he was like, you know what? After this, if you guys are going to let BJ back in here and take all the money, I can't help you. All this money we tried to raise for your house was supposed to be for your house. And And you guys are just ciphering the money out. You're asking me and asking me and asking me. And we're doing this for you, and we're doing that for you. And what's coming of it? Sure, you got the siding. Sure, you got the roof fixed. You got the windows. You know, I see you doing these little things, but where is all this money? You know, $150,000 gone. And people were donating. They were buying the book. There was pictures in the book of the Whittaker family that were put in the book. And they were supposed to get the proceeds from it. And they were getting the money. But where was the money going? Into BJ's pocket. So she could do whatever with it. Which was wrong. How do you use your family like that? Especially knowing that they're not all there. How do you do that? Anyway, you had Ray, and he got attached to Mark. He got attached to the girl. I can't remember her name to save my soul. But they were just, you know, they quit. They quit coming. So then, here goes the next part of the story. Continue. So now you got Mr. Patrick O'Rourke. He lives just down the road. See, this is where they live. He lives just down the road from where they live. And mind you, this property was not in his name before. A few weeks ago, I checked it, and it was in a different guy's name. So did he pay that property off with the money that he got from the Whittakers? So, you got Patrick Rourke that enters the scene. Okay, so this is in May. I can't see the whole thing, but I'll show you. There was no pictures of Timmy before May. And he lived right just down the road with him. Okay, this guy just comes in the picture after soft white underbelly leaves in 2024. And then in 2025, May, you had all this space of time that he could have been spending time with Timmy. And from what I understood, Patrick was going to their house every now and then, seeing if they needed anything or whatever. I don't know. But there was no social media pictures or nothing until May. Okay, and then you see here in May, you see Timmy's picture. I'm not going to show his little girl, but you see that's the first picture that I could find that Patrick posted. So then he starts posting more of Patrick. You know, I guess people liked it, and he was tagging the Whittakers in it. And here's Patrick and his dog, or here's Timmy and his dog, Patrick's dog. And then you got Patrick in June. He started really, okay, you got May to June. May to June. This is June 14th. And then you got all the way until from May to June, there's nothing. Then you got pictures of Patrick again, and he took Timmy fishing. So then he starts posting more pictures because people were liking it, and you know, posting more pictures of himself, of course. And then he starts the Whittaker page. June the 20th. This picture is dated June the 20th. He had this little meme poster, but I don't know who made this. But he started a YouTube. But he was going to help the Whittaker family. Where was he at all these years? If he supposedly lived right down from them, where was he at all these years? Was he actively taking Timmy fishing or to the store, or there's no proof of that. Not until the YouTube come along. Just right before that YouTube, he started posting pictures. So something does not add up here. To me, I think he's seen dollar signs. We need to get him a house. Well, guess what? His house is already messed up too. Doesn't have walls. His house needs fixed too. There is some pictures on the internet I'll show you later. But Mr. Patrick starts posting. You see Ray. You see Timmy doing this and doing that with Timmy. He's all of a sudden in Timmy's life. And now he's made the Whittaker page. He's starting to post more about the Whittakers. Having a good time with them. He started getting monetized. That money started coming in. They made a TikTok. They made a YouTube. They made a Facebook. They made a, what is it, OnlyFans or something? I don't know what it is, but he was doing videograms of him and Timmy. Make money off of. So, back to the next part. So many of you don't have Facebook, so I'm going to show you. This is the Whittaker Family page. And you can see this is all of the photos that they posted. This was June the 20th that they started this. June 20th they posted this. And this. So they started monetizing this page. So from June the 20th till it's now October. Okay. So you got posted pictures of everybody want to know how the Whittakers were, so everybody started joining them. Whittaker Family, West Virginia. Everybody taking pictures and Timmy having a good old time. So then you have Eric Carroll that comes into the picture. Eric Carroll comes into the picture. This guy is a social media creator. He has his own platform on YouTube, Dad Talk. Okay, so this guy said, well, if you want me to help, I can help. Patrick got a hold of Eric and asked him, I need your help on how do I go about doing this. I'm going to try to get them a home. So Eric's like, hey, we can do this. We can do this. Let's do it. I was like, well, I'll take care of all the media thing, and we'll start the Whittaker Family page, and we'll get them a TikTok, and we'll get them a YouTube, and this is when all that started. Okay. Okay, so here we go. This is the Whittaker Family page on YouTube. As you see, the first video was posted 3 months ago. 3 months. Trying to get this straight. 3 months ago. So he did an interview with, now Eric, mind you, did an interview with the Whittaker family. And this was supposed to be a heartfelt with Betty and Larry on what was going on. Eric decided that he was going to take Ray to the doctor because nobody has actually taken Ray to the doctor. They all promised him that he would go, but he's never had an appointment. Never. Until now. until Eric came along. So if Patrick was in the midst of all this, why wasn't he taking him to the doctor and stuff if he cared so much about him? So Eric come along and he's like, hey, these people need to see the doctor. Really. They've had no health care. So he started doing stuff with them. He came down and visited, and then he went back home and he came back. And he was like, okay, well, I'm going to go rent me an Airbnb and we're going to try to get some stuff started, We'll try to get the permits and we'll get the money coming in and we'll get them a house. I'll talk to the Amish people that I know and we'll build them a house. We'll get a house built. But meanwhile, Eric is coming down here, doing the Airbnb thing. He rented an Airbnb and people helped him with the price of it. And he took the donations in and he got him an Airbnb. And he meets Patrick, and they start talking about what's going on, They had only talked over the phone. And this time they really sat down with them and talked, And evidently they made a contract between the three that it was supposed to be three. The Whittaker family, Eric, and Patrick, all in this contract. Because, of course, he's a media creator. He's not going to do this for free. He's got to take away from time his family. He's going to do it. But he has to be paid too. So, and most of his money was going out to the Airbnb until people started donating. And then he started getting that money back, to reimburse himself. So, he gets this Airbnb and he comes down here and down to West Virginia and he does the Facebook Lives and he goes and does as you see the Facebook Live and he does the Whittaker Family shopping, all these. He gives them money for food, $900 from what I understood, and took him shopping. Went to the doctor, and he had the doctor visit, and he went to IHOP with him, and all the meanwhile, he is getting so attached to Timmy. Him and Timmy have become best friends. He can talk to Timmy, and Timmy can sort of communicate with Eric. Unlike Patrick, he doesn't really communicate that much with Patrick. I've seen the difference between the two. And through all these videos. So anyway, he gets new shoes at Walmart for Timmy, and he goes and he has this Airbnb, and he's like, well, you know what? I want to take Timmy for the weekend or whatever with me, and everybody was okay with it, So he went, and Timmy went with him. You see, he brought him green eggs and ham. They were a couple. They were a couple of characters. Let me tell you. Both of them, they made me laugh. They made me cry. I seen the good in what Eric was doing. He showed that kid things that could not have been shown except for someone that you love. Okay? Eric got to know Timmy and got to love him. So they started doing, and Eric was teaching him, life skills. You see this video, it's life skills. I'm sure that a lot of you have seen these videos and have uplifted all of us. All of us. We were just enthused by what he was doing with Timmy. So he went on a trip with Timmy down to Georgia, took him down, and then he came back. And he took Timmy home and gave him all kinds of stuff, give him chips and everything, and then then that's when it blew up. That's when it blew up. So before I hit play on this, I'm gonna warn you. It's gonna make a lot of people mad. Patrick took this video down. He was taking Timmy places, and he took him into a Victoria's Secret, which is a ladies' adult underwear store. I'm gonna play the video now.
You want them? Hey! You want them? Hey! Nah. Oh my god.
Okay, so here's the joke. He thinks it's a joke to put a pair of underwear in an adult, able-bodied, he's not able-bodied, disabled-bodied adult that does not know any better, and sit there and laugh at him inside a Victoria's Secret, hand him a pair of underwear like it's a joke. It's inappropriate, to say the least. God only knows what else that he has done to this childlike mind. It's very deeply disturbing. In my opinion, no adult male should be doing a child or an adult disabled person that way. This is Patrick. It's nothing on me, but it's Patrick. Why would you tease a childlike mind disabled person that way? It's wrong. I think he knows it's wrong, and that's the reason why he deleted it. I couldn't find it on his page. I couldn't find it on the Whittaker page. I think he just meant it as a Big Brother joke. But it's very inappropriate. Alright. So, what you're looking at now is the Patrick Rourke page on Facebook. He was taking Timmy here and taking Timmy there, and like I said, he took him to a Victoria's Secret. He was taking him to meet people, and one inappropriate thing was he had these little girls kiss him or hug him or whatever it was. Said this is Timmy Whittaker. You need to take a picture with him. I mean, this is all there. It is all on their page. You can see. I mean, I can scroll. This is Patrick and Timmy and doing what he could to raise money. So then he takes him to Bluegrass Festival. This was July 25th. Alright. He takes him to a Bluegrass Festival. And there is speculation on, did Patrick break his leg at that Bluegrass concert? Or, you see, his leg is broke. It is broke. And you see he's in the hospital for it. Did he break his leg at that concert? Or did he break his leg while mudding? Because they did the mudding thing too. You see this? And I don't know what day it was, but all I do know is that Patrick was trying to get Eric to do this bluegrass festival, that he knew these bluegrass people, that we could do this concert for the Whittaker family, and I think this was during that bluegrass festival here that he got the idea up of we could do a bluegrass festival and we could get the money faster for the house. So I don't know whether the leg was broken at the bluegrass festival, which he was supposed to take Ray that day to the doctor and did not. So Ray missed his appointment and ended up having to get another appointment. Or did he, I mean, you can put it in the comments if you want to. Did he break it during this mudding thing? Because, you know, I mean, all of the family was cooking mudding except Lorraine and Betty, of course. I mean, the two guys, were taken to, or three guys actually, Larry, Timmy, and Ray were all taken to this mudding thing and all put in the mud and just hang out. I'll show you a picture. Alright, so now we have, this is Patrick Rook's page. I don't know who started it or what, but there were some allegations thrown around that BJ was hitting Timmy and had Ray on the floor beating him. So this got around to Eric, and Eric was mad, of course. Timmy was like a little brother, twin, son, whatever you want to call it. He had already grown attached to Timmy. And I don't know if Patrick knew or what, but the allegations came around that they were being abused. So Eric was like, okay, BJ's got to go. So he took and he went to Lorraine, or he went to Betty, and he talked to Betty. And Betty said, well, I don't know about anything, you know, what's going on, but she needs to go.
Everybody, I'm going to make this quick and I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I know people are going to be wanting to know more details, and I promise you'll get details as we can give them. I know there's going to be a million questions about this. Over the last 24 hours, Patrick and I have been working on getting BJ served an eviction notice, and as of this morning, it has been completed, and I'm on my way to Odd, West Virginia, kind of unexpected and last minute. The Whittakers have expressed to us they don't feel safe, they feel threatened, and she just doesn't need to be there anymore. It's last week I got a call, and let me say, she doesn't really know me besides me just showing up and doing what I did for the family. I never sat down, never talked to BJ. This would be the second time I've gotten a call. Last week, she asked me for $300. And long story short, that week before I went and done all that stuff for the Whittakers, that was coming out of my pocket, guys. And I just said, BJ, I don't have $300 to give you right now, nor would I anyway. But I said, I don't have $300 to give you. And she hung up the phone on me. And I was like, wow, that's bold.
She agreed to get a restraining order against that BJ, and so Eric was like, well, okay, I'll take you down there. We'll go get a restraining order. We'll get her out of here. Adult Protective Services will protect him. You know, neither one of them needs to be beat. So then there was a video that Eric put out that Lorraine agreed with him on video that they were going, she knew what was going on, and that BJ needed to leave because she was still on drugs and abusing them. So Eric took her down there. They got the restraining order against BJ, and BJ was supposed to leave. Well, BJ didn't leave. BJ, I don't know if she snuck in the middle of the night or what happened, but she was in the camper that is next to the house, which is where the garden is at now, or where that picture of the garden is. That's where the camper was at, her camper. So she was inside this camper, and Eric comes to the house and he sees BJ in the window. And BJ swears up now she ain't doing anything, and they don't know she's in there, and we don't know she's in there or not. So here's that video.
Hey, what you doing? I got you some new ones. This was made by the Amish. These are Amish chips. Got you some new ones. Those are from the Amish. Let's tell her to let you try them. Lorraine, let them try some. That came from the Amish store. Y'all open them up and try them. They got some good food, buddy.
We went in there.
I don't know exactly what it is.
Who's that down?
I've been down through there. I don't know what it is.
Huh?
I said, I've been down in Blacksburg. I don't know.
Harrisburg. Hey, who's in the camper?
Move.
They ain't done over here.
There's somebody in the camper. I saw him.
I said, they ain't done over here. I don't.
Who's in the camper? There's somebody in the camper right now.
I said they haven't been over here.
Who's in the camper right now? I just saw them. I'm asking you, who is it in the camper?
Yeah.
Huh?
Her boyfriend, right?
Are in the camper
I reckon.
right now?
Yeah. Ain't nobody been over here.
There's some. I saw somebody in the camper. They was pulling out, looking at me.
There's a BJ them over there. I don't know.
BJ's not supposed to be here. Y'all let her back up here? Did you know she was here, Betty?
Yeah, I had court day, too.
Did you?
Hello?
Yeah, record that.
Hello? Call me back in a minute.
Betty, did you know she was up here? Did you know she was up
I
here?
didn't know she's over there. I don't know who's over there.
We're supposed to call the cops.
Where's your court day?
Next week.
You court day with a forward for me?
No, we didn't.
The paper posted on the Facebook.
No.
Kiddo come to us last
No.
night.
It's on the 9th and 10th. That's why I'm not leaving until Thursday.
Well, Kitty come to us last night. Paper posted on
No.
Facebook.
It was 10 days.
Facebook.
10 days from when me and her got that order. You got to call 911.
I just don't know what Kenny done paper posted on Facebook last night.
You don't get me nervous.
Kenny done paper posted on Facebook said, "Oh, Betty missed her court day."
No.
Your dollar number. I messed up on it. What Patrick saying? You
My name is Eric Carroll. Yes, ma'am. Although my phone's not going to work because of where I'm at. Yes, ma'am, that's the house phone where I'm currently at. There's somebody here that's in violation of the protection order. BJ Whittaker. Yes, ma'am. Betty Roach is her real name. She's in the camper right here. We got a protective order on her last week. She's not supposed to be here. No, she's just in her camper. I don't know. I just saw her looking through the window and very disappointed to find out she's up here.
They're good. I think they one, they're good.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's in Betty Whittaker's name, and she's right beside me. Yes, ma'am. Betty, they have to talk to you because it's in
Now watch this next part. Watch. Real close.
your name.
Hello. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, buddy.
Yes, ma'am. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know she was over there. I don't know. She said she didn't want that as soon as get back.
All right.
I don't know where they're at.
You didn't know she was here, Betty?
No.
You didn't know she was here?
No.
Do you want her here?
I didn't know she was here.
I'm saying, do you want her here?
She ain't supposed to be here.
No, she goes to jail.
She knows she wasn't.
And I just got that house ready to go.
I didn't know she was here.
When did she get here, Larry?
Last night, I reckon.
You know when she got here.
Last night, I said.
You said you reckon. You know she was here.
No, I didn't. I didn't. Honest. She must come to somebody's thing. We was all in bed last night. I slept out we was. I didn't know. I didn't went nowhere last night. No. No, did I, baby? No. He didn't get a word last night. Because I laid awake in her last night. That's what makes me mad. People act like I'm lying about it.
Was it after the grandson came?
I'm all the way up here away from my family to keep this from happening.
I didn't know she was there.
Yes, you did, Larry.
No, I did not.
Well, you're going to acknowledge that she's going to jail now?
Huh?
You acknowledging she's about to go to jail?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's what's going to happen because she's not supposed to be here. Hey guys, we stopped recording at this point because we had to wait for a cop to get there, or so we thought. What I did.
So there you go. Did Larry know she was over there? I think he did, in my opinion. That's my opinion. And Larry was like, yeah, I think she is in there. I don't know if she is or not. And so Eric was like, you know what? If BJ is going to be around here, if you guys are going to allow her to be around here, I'm done. I can't do no more. We got the restraining order. We're supposed to go to court. I went and met with the Amish people, and we were supposed to do that. So I was supposed to meet with the Amish people. You know, she's going to be around here. No, she got to go. So that was that situation. They went and got the PTO or PKO order or whatever it is, adult protective order. And BJ was supposed to left. On the grounds she didn't. And so Eric said later in his videos that he's the one to call, among probably thousands of other people. So what makes people think that it's just on Eric, you know, it's not. Eric might got the process started because he was one of the creators and everything, but it wasn't all on Eric. So now Patrick and Eric is at odds. Patrick is trying to say that Eric is taking all the money and running, going home. And Eric is saying that Patrick was behind it all. And that he's taking the money and he's still grifting off of them. And you can believe whichever side you want to believe in, but all I know is the Whittakers are being harmed here. Okay, guys, this is the video of Eric taking Betty to the courthouse.
Alright, so we are on our way to get a order of protection for Betty, with BJ. So how long has BJ been living there, Betty?
Huh?
How long has BJ been living there?
Oh, yeah, you asked me. I don't know what years came up early.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And how did she end up there?
Larry went and picked her up.
Larry went and picked her up. And it was supposed to be temporary, right?
Yeah.
He originally told you it wasn't going to be for that long?
That's why he told me it ain't be that long. I'm first on burn her up there.
Now, was she on drugs when she came up?
Yeah.
She was already on drugs.
She was always on drugs.
Always on drugs. And then, you've told her to get out of there before, right?
Yeah.
You didn't want her up there to begin with.
I told her up there, first and beginning.
How many times have you told her to leave?
I told her twice to leave.
And did she do it?
No.
She didn't even listen to you.
She didn't even listen to me.
Did you tell Larry that she needed to leave?
Larry told her to leave, and she didn't.
And then you was telling me about before she went to hit you, or she did hit you, and the dog got a hold of her.
Your dog got me in family. She said, Daddy, go be my family.
Not
So I told you, leave him alone.
Not only that, she hit Timmy.
Yeah.
You said she hit Timmy in the head.
It happened. She poured her shoe on, hit Timmy in the head. She got throat.
Why did she do that?
I don't know.
She's got no reason to do that to Timmy.
Timmy was sitting out there in the yard. Him and the dog was.
And she hit Larry.
Yeah.
And so what happened last night, guys, is I took Larry to get an order of protection. He's scared of her. And I couldn't get any of this information out of him. I'm on my way now with Betty, and I've got this information, and we should be good to go. BJ's got to be in court tomorrow anyway for what happened last week. Do you know why she went to jail last week, Betty? I heard it was for something like stealing copper, or like she was doing some type of scam with copper.
She's selling copper for somebody. What she claim? I don't know what she claims. She's selling copper for somebody, and that's what they call her.
Well, and you've told her to leave. You don't want her there. And then she takes your phone and locks it up in her camper?
Yes.
How do you end up getting it back?
We don't get back till next morning, till she get up.
And then how often does BJ come in there asking you for money?
Oh, several times.
Several times.
Yeah.
How many? And she gets your money, right?
Yes, she gets it.
What does she do? She just keeps begging you for it?
Keep begging, keep begging, keep begging, just like you do Larry's money.
Will she not let you go to sleep?
No.
And she wakes you up in the middle of the night too, right?
Yes, she wakes me up in the middle of the night going, what's going on at her daddy?
Now, is her boyfriend the same way?
No, her boyfriend ain't the same way. He don't come over and wake nobody up.
Okay, he doesn't mess with you, but he's on the same stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. She's never messed with Lorraine, though.
No.
But pretty much everybody else.
Right.
And you want her gone.
I want her gone.
You want her gone. One of the number one things that people have been asking about, Betty, is they've said they're afraid that if we get that new home, that y'all are going to let BJ move up in there. Do you have any plans in letting BJ move in your new house?
No.
Here's going to be the thing, and I talked to Betty about this earlier, guys. We're going to get a contract that says when we do this home that BJ is not allowed in there if we do that home. And that's going to be to protect Betty. Betty's already told her that she wants her gone and she won't leave. And she's threatened to beat you up before, right?
Right, sir.
What does she threaten to do? Like, how does she threaten? What does she say?
She said, you don't get in the face, I'm going to beat you up. I said, well, go ahead and think you can.
How many times has she done that to you?
She done that several times.
Several times. Yeah. So, I'm going to go take care of this, and I got the right person to do it with tonight. Why do you think Larry's not saying anything?
I think Larry's afraid of her, I believe.
Larry is afraid of her, and then she threatens to say that he raped her. Have you heard them talking about that, Betty?
I need to see, I don't know where he raped her at, I just saw him.
No, I got that. I don't believe that he raped her, but from what I've heard is she tells Larry that if he doesn't give her money, she's going to tell the cops that he raped her.
Yeah.
Have you heard her threaten Larry about that?
Yeah, I heard her threaten Larry. She threatened Larry several times, Eric.
Yeah, this is just nuts, guys. It's nuts.
You see what I mean? Crazy. If they're being abused, which Timmy said in one of his videos, that bitch needs to go to jail. Just his words. And he said that she hit him. So after BJ was supposedly kicked out, she was riding up and down the road. In this video, you'll see. Watch. Scared Timmy to death. This is what they were doing, BJ and her boyfriend. And there's videos of him, complaining about BJ. So, I believe Timmy. I believe that there was abuse going on. And I want to show you this one. This one really got to me. There's something there.
Timmy, are you picking at your head? You do that when you're nervous. But I promise you, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. You want to go to sleep? Hey, I want you to rest. Do not pick at your head anymore. Are you being nervous about BJ? Is that what makes you pick your head? It is. Okay. I see now. I'm going to get this taken care of. I'm going to get this taken care of. You're going to be here with me. If I have to go get your family and bring them with me, I will.
Hey,
We're going to get him out of there. But I would rather get BJ out of there. Okay? We get BJ out of there, your family's okay. Right now, what I need Timmy to do is just relax. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry. It's okay. Yeah. I got everything taken care of. I got everything taken care of, bud. It's okay. Don't cry, bud. Don't cry, man. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. You trust me? Huh? Do you trust me? I got it taken care of. Okay. Lay down for me. Watch some TV. Okay? Hey, I gotta go in here and make some calls. I gotta go make some calls to people to get this taken care of. But I don't want to leave from here and you start picking your head. And I don't want you worrying. Okay? Everything's okay, bud. You've been picking your head now. It's bleeding. I can see it. I can see it. Don't pick at your head. I know you're doing it because you're nervous. It's okay. You ain't done nothing wrong. But just give me a second, okay? I love you. I got you, bud. I love you. I'm not going to let nothing happen to you or your family. Hey, get to. You wanted her to go to jail? No. Yeah, I know you do. Today? Today? Maybe, but I got to go work on it, okay? And I want to make sure when I work on it that you're not picking at your head. And I don't want Timmy sad. Yeah. You want to take a shower? You do want to take a shower? Let's do that. And then you clean off your head, okay?
Now, the Adult Protective Services let me go back some. They were supposed to go to court September 4th. That's been a court date. And meanwhile, Eric's supposed to be doing all the stuff for the house. He's supposed to talk to the Amish people on that day. Evidently, he thought it was 10 days from the day of the order. So it would have been on like the 7th or something. He thought, but it would be the 7th. And the court date was on the 4th. So nobody showed up. And that was dropped. So the state picked it up. And you got all of these people calling in, complaining about the abuse that was going on in the house. So Adult Protective Services wanted to know if BJ was gone. She wasn't gone. They went to Patrick's house and took Timmy from the home. Went to Patrick's house and took Lorraine from the home. And evidently Ray was at their house. Timmy and Lorraine was at Patrick's. There's a video. Hang on. Just a minute.
I'm new to this whole situation. You probably but DJ was told to they went down. It was a protective order and it got dropped and Betty didn't extend it. That's wrong. So what happened was these guys know they called protective order and that one day I served it on Betty. Both party just
So on this one, you can see that the protective order was dropped. If you turn on the closed captions, you can see her words. She said that the reason why that the whole thing, they came there and took him away and everything is because BJ was still there. In other words, the abuser was still on the property, even though the case was dropped. The state has to pick it up because there's abuse. So yeah, that's the reason. Okay, so after viewing what you did, let you watch this video. This was after Eric came back from the Amish people's house, talking to them, trying to get them to build the house. They agreed to building the house. Said it would take them 3 days. And anyway, Eric got some Amish chips while he was there. So this is a little bit about the abuse in ways. You can see here Lorraine is talking about her head. Okay, something's wrong with her head. I don't know if she was trying to tell him if she was being abused in the head or if it was bee sting. You take it what you will. I'm just showing you this clip so that you know.
You want these? You gotta give me a hug. Give me a hug. Look, he's already got another bag back here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, your head.
Here we go.
What is it? Yeah.
Where they get beef stuff, they have to tell everybody.
Yeah.
Alright, so like I said, you take it like you will. Larry's in the background saying when they get bee stung, they have to tell everybody about it. But I don't really think that was a bee sting. I think she was having a headache or something else was going on there. I don't know. My opinion is that she was trying to tell him that there was something wrong with her head. So that's just what I took from it. Okay, so next we're gonna go to, I'm gonna play these videos, but I'll show you what they're about. Timmy's new bag and his new clothes, and this is all the things that Eric done for them. And spending time with at the bowling alley. And this was for Ray's birthday. They were celebrating Ray's birthday. And you see Lorraine and Eric. This is Ray's birthday. They got him cake and everything. And keep going. Keep going. And this is still Ray's birthday. And then Lorraine seen him coming and she brought her potato chips. I guess she still had some left over. And so here's Eric playing games with Timmy and got him Cracker Barrel. And when he brought him back home, he was so excited to see his mother, Lorraine. He got him an Etch-a-Sketch. Got him Space Jam, and they were watching Space Jam, and he was jamming with Eric. For copyright law, I won't add these in, but as you can see, he done a lot with his family. He really loved Timmy. You can tell. Now this one I will play. This is how this family understands each other.
Was it Timmy? Is it Timmy?
No. Bitch.
What did he say, Betty?
You got my one in the police.
Yeah? Who did? You did.
Hey.
What?
He ain't gonna do it no more.
You ain't gonna do it no more. Okay. You promise? Okay. We gotta teach you how to use it, don't we?
Huh?
We gotta teach you how to use it, don't we?
God, 911, you go to jail.
I want people to see this, how y'all pick up on it. Tell everybody what we did this week. Tell Betty.
Bob.
What else?
Bo.
Tell them everything we did.
Boo.
What'd he say?
He came with the movies.
Okay. Well, you go to the movies. I was going to take you to the movies, but we didn't go to the movies.
Hey, hi, babe. It's Bob.
What'd he say?
He said, hi, baby, I got a phone.
Was it Tim?
Okay, so you see that they communicate with each other. I don't know how the state's gonna communicate with him. I guess they'll have people to work with him, and he does know low sign language. I've noticed that. Timmy, as far as that goes, but Ray is non-communicative. I mean, he barks when he talks. Lorraine, she'll point, like she did to her head. But other than that, they're non-communicative. So the three have been taken away and put in homes. I'm not sure where they're at. All I know is they've been taken away. There's rumor that Timmy's been abused in home. I don't know if that's true or not. There was a video, and to me it didn't look like anything, but it looked like, people making rumors about him being pushed and whatever. I don't know. I couldn't take anything from that video, so I won't post that video. But, yeah, they've been taken away by the state, and I guess Betty's supposed to go and talk to a lawyer or something. I don't know what's going on there. Patrick says he'll update when he can. Eric has pretty much walked away from it all, and he's back home with his family, and he's doing his own thing. And now the state police is investigating this case because of fraud. All these donations coming in, and now there's an investigation of where all that money went. I'm not sure who opened that, if it was the state police or if it was Adult Protective Services, because you have Social Security checks coming in, and there has to be somebody to look out for the disabled. If they were getting Social Security, they had to know where all that money went. So there's a big investigation about this, and if you've made donations, they asked the state police, the West Virginia State Police is asking to get in touch with them so you can get your money back. Or, to really tell them, hey, I donated for this on the Whittaker family, or I helped Eric with the B&B or Airbnb. I helped Patrick with his walls, or whatever the case may be. They want you to get in touch with them and give them tips. Alright, so what you're seeing here is a article from WVNS-TV. They posted about the Beckley detachment of the West Virginia State Police asking for the public's health And you see there's a phone number here if you gave donations or if you've had any interaction or whatever with the Eric and Patrick. And as you see, it is right here. It's 304-256-6700. And the details, they won't give you information on whereabouts of where the Whittakers are right now. But they're asking for the media, the public help, you know. This is about all I have for this right now. There's no updates on the investigation, and of course it's an ongoing investigation that will not update. Okay, so we'll move on. This is Ernie. I can't think of the last name, but this is Ernie. He took over when Patrick calmed down, and I think the state police started getting into it. And start looking into it. This guy Ernie was a banjo picker, bluegrass digital creator, I guess. He was at that bluegrass festival, I think, and so that's how him and Patrick met, and or whatever. Anyway, it was something to do with bluegrass, and he has his own page, and he asked Patrick that he needed help, and he took over Patrick's page. All the live streams, you know, it was this. There's some new things here, so many aspects to it. So you got Mark Leota, then you had Patrick, then you had Eric, or both together, and then you have the investigation, then Ernie came into picture.
Had a great day with a lawyer today, and
I won't post the whole thing, but I do say that he was maybe trying to help out, but people seeing him as a grifter because everything was blowing up at that point. So this guy comes in and everybody's suspicious of him, of course, you know, he's another grifter. That's what you're thinking. He's another grifter. He's just trying to keep the videos up so Patrick can make money. And remember, this guy was, I believe, one of the ones that wanted $5,000 to do a bluegrass concert. That he would put it on for $5,000. And I think it was this guy. So, that is Ernie. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Facebook. There is a site, I guess a web page or whatever, a Facebook web page. It's called Creepalachia. So this guy does stories about Appalachia, of course, and he gets interested in the Whittaker family, like everyone else. So he says he's not Team Eric or he's not Team Patrick, and he just wants to know what's going on with the money and why the Whittakers aren't getting the money that's owed to them. That's supposed to be their money. So I'm going to play this video.
All right, y'all, coming at you. You know I said I was out, but there's things being thrown around, and basically I'm on Team Whittaker. I'm just going to put things out there for documentation. I'm not into the back and forth. I'm not on neither Eric or Patrick's side. I'm on the truth side, and I thought you all should know about this, and I wanted to play you a little video and show you a little receipt I have, and then you can do whatever you want with it. But I think it's time that we just start posting documentation and stop with, you know, the back and forth. It's getting a little silly, to be honest, and this is what I'm about. So here you go.
He told me he was going to be there by himself, just wanted to get away, and his house wasn't optimal. Eric, I'm coming. I just want to get away by myself. Half the neighborhood was there the whole time, guys. It just got destroyed. But someone that would do that to a condo where a friend rented it for him, and a guy...
We're playing the whole thing here for context, so you'll know. I want you to hear what he's saying, listen to the words, and then I'm going to show you the receipt.
Just newly renovated it, and he gave him a very big deal on that place. Guys, bent over backwards for us, upgraded the internet so I could give you guys the updates while I was there. Went and hung up a TV for Timmy on a Sunday. Like, they were the nicest people, and that was how they got repaid. The doors were left wide open for like a day and a half. Just left wide open on the back. Didn't even shut them. It's like when he found out he had to leave, like, this is my exit, right? And then you see his house. It has no walls, no insulation. That $4,000,
see, it's
$3,000
around 8 minutes.
of that was the Whittakers' money that he never...
So I won't play the whole video. What he's trying to explain is that while they were at the Airbnb, Patrick was laid up his leg, and he asked Eric, could he get him an Airbnb? So Eric was like, yeah, oh yeah, you know, I understand you don't need to be in my house, no way. So there'll be people who are around, you know, maybe take care of you and do whatever, you know. So Patrick gets the Airbnb, but it is in Eric's name. Patrick destroys the Airbnb. Eric has never posted pictures now. Just, this is what Eric said. So Patrick paid for the Airbnb. It was destroyed. The back door was left open. The house had feces on the wall, feces on the couch. The pillow in the bedroom had spit from where Patrick chews. There was pills on the floor. I forget what all he did say was wrong with the Airbnb. Anyway, Eric is in Eric's name, so Eric has to pay for all the damages. Then I have this. This was posted by Creepalacha. These are receipts. You paid Eric Carroll $5,000. Whittaker monthly split part 1. But you can see he's doing the sheets and he's doing whatever, you know. So here's some more receipts. Eric Carroll paid you $1,000 for insulation and sheetrock. Now remember, Patrick's house has no walls. So Eric told him, he's like, you know, I'll help you fix your house up, do whatever. So Eric gave him $1,000. So there was money going back and forth on these two accounts. So it's not just one side got all the money or the other side got all the money. They were passing money back and forth. One was Eric gave him some money and he wanted reimbursed for it, so that's the way it went. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but this is the Creepalacha post that he had made about the state police coming in and conducting an investigation, and that he had been navigating all the evidence and he responded as much as he could, and that he was just wore out. He said his health was being affected and he's done with it. He seen the light at the end of the tunnel, that the people were actually being taken care of. And he's going back to his own thing. And he's going to donate all the proceeds to any of the posts that he made related to this situation to organizations I see fit. You will see the receipts. He's going to take care of family in some way and all this. Anyway, I wanted you to see this. I don't think that he is drifting off this family. So we're spewing it. No, I don't believe so. You can read the post for yourself, pause the video, wherever you need to see fit. I know there's a lot of information in this video, but you can pause it wherever you want to, and this is what I've found out. So, anyway, that's all about Creepalachia. He's done. Okay, so here we have a post from Sarah Little. Sarah Little is Eric's ex-girlfriend, I'm not sure. She has a child by Eric, and she's slamming him. Ever since he came out with the Whittakers and all that, she has slammed him. That he's not taking care of his own children. That how can he take care of another child or an adult child when he don't take care of his own? I ain't saying nothing about this woman. Not gonna say it. Not my place. All I know is this was all in the middle. This woman had to put her 2 cents in. Not saying nothing else. Okay, so next up we have Amy Crum. You see the picture. And if you look up some of the posts, this woman was asking for money, for gas, and for an Airbnb to travel to West Virginia and clean in the Whittaker home. She was going to do her free, I guess, but she just needs financial assistance to go there. Now, mind you, I'm going to show you something. Okay, so the drama behind this is just like crazy. I want you to watch this video. This is what she posted yesterday.
So guys, I got something that's gonna blow y'all's mind in a couple days. Right now, the person that's doing it, that's playing along, is playing this person like a fiddle. And the funny part is they're actually providing answers. And it's not somebody that's, just a content creator that doesn't know the Whittakers. This is like somebody who actually has met the Whittakers, that is involved with them in some shape, form, or action. It's going to blow y'all's mind. But right now, we're going to dig a little bit more, because I don't want to just expose just 2 or 3 answers that we got, which could very much surprise a lot of you. But I want to find out some more, because there's some more questions I got. So this person is playing along, and this person actually believes this person, so that, whatever. So that's all I'm gonna say, but it will be coming.
Y'all, I'm telling you, the drama's crazy. Somebody knows something about somebody. This is just crazy. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Facebook drama scene. So, Miss Amy Crum, as you see in the top says she posted this video. She covered that up. This was posted by Brian.
I'm gonna get him back. Don't worry about that.
We're gonna go to court and everything?
Yes, I'm gonna go to court.
And we're gonna fight till the end to get them back?
Yeah, I am.
I miss them.
Well, I miss them too.
We all do.
People say here that because they can't mind their own business, they bring somebody else's.
Yeah, people that don't even live around here think they know what your court date is.
I know.
You had court yesterday. Did you know that?
No.
That's what this Amy Crown put out there. You had court yesterday.
I did have court yesterday. Whoever put that out there is wrong.
I know. We know when the court date is, but we ain't gonna let nobody know.
I know. That guy, he knows. He knows on how he knows that, but he does.
Because we don't need every damn Tom, Dick, and Harry at the courthouse when we go to court.
Well, his pastor knows.
How'd he find out?
They clearly know.
How do you find out everything?
How he find out everything goes on down here then?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I think they got a camera or something hid in there.
I told you they had a camera somewhere about where we're at. Everybody told me they got a camera hid in the house.
I really honestly do think it because he knows everything that goes on here. Shit that even happens in the house.
Patrick can tell you what happened in the house, everything. I think he wouldn't put one in there.
Him or Eric?
Them Eric went to caller's gone.
You know that thing you fly around over there?
That drone?
That drone? You get everything in the house right there.
So here you have Betty talking to BJ. Betty is the higher pitched. She's never talked that way unless she was really aggravated. So her and BJ are talking about everybody knowing everybody's business and then having how does Patrick know everything and does he have a camera in the house? I told you he had a camera in the house and what is going on at this place. I know BJ's back, but she's putting things in Betty's head, in my opinion. This is my opinion. I'm not slamming nobody. She's putting stuff in Betty's head, making Betty believe that there's a camera there. How would Patrick know everything? Everything that goes on in the house. All this. I don't know. But this Amy posted it yesterday. Alright. So you got another video that Amy posted yesterday. This is BJ and Betty talking about they missed their loved ones. I'll play it.
And I've been falsely accused of abusing some of my family members, which did not happen. I've never hit my dad. I've never hit my Aunt Betty. I've never hit Lorraine. I've never hit my Uncle Ray or my cousin Timmy.
Okay, I just want to pause it here. You see how she's looking at the floor. She does not look at the camera. To me, that's lying. Just saying.
Yeah, there was an incident that happened, but I had hit him on accident because I was trying to get the dog off of him.
Hit him on accident. No. Mm-mm.
And our goal is to secure a new location for Betty and my dad and the other ones to come home to. And I will stay here. But we just want our family back.
This is straight to BJ. If BJ's watching this, BJ, honey, you're not gonna get that family back. You abused. No matter what you say. Maybe you was drugged out of your head. I don't know. I don't know what your intentions were. If you did it on accident, there was abuse there. Honey, you ain't gonna get them back. As long as you're there, you're not going to get them back. The state of West Virginia has already taken over this case. You are using. People can see that. Look at your eyes. They can see by your eyes. I've seen users and abusers. And when you look straight in that camera, and then you look down, and then you say you didn't do it, that tells me something. It tells me you're lying. Now, I don't care if you can comment on my video or whatever. I'm going to tell you straight facts. They ain't coming back home. When abuse is in the home, that's what happens. That's what should happen. Those people need to be protected from you.
Because it's not been the same since they've been gone. I wake up during the middle of the night thinking I hear my Uncle Ray hollering for me. Because he always come over and hollered at the camper to see if I was home or to see if I was asleep. But he would come over every morning and make sure we was there. And I miss hearing Lorraine say, Mommy, Mommy. And I miss hearing Timmy say, Lou, Lou. It just bothers me so bad that I was falsely accused for something I didn't do. But we just want our family back together because it's not been the same.
I'm looking for brothers and sisters. I want them to come back home. I can hardly sleep that night. I thought I was going to sleep, but I don't. I lay back in bed before I ever go to sleep. I just want them back home because I miss them. Every night Louise holler at me. I go there and see what's wrong with her. And she want me to cover over with the blanket. And Timmy hollers at me sometimes too, come in there. I'll go in there and check on them, see they're alright. And they are. And I just miss them. I love them. I took care of them since I was 12 years old. People think I didn't, but I sure did. And I miss them. I want them to come back home.
Okay, I have to address something. I know that Betty's hurt over her siblings being taken from the home. She testified at the police station, at the court, wherever she went. She testified that they were being abused. And I know she misses them. But as long as BJ's there, it's not going to happen. They will not let the abused come into the home where the abuser is. It won't happen. BJ has to leave for good. It won't happen. They're not going to let them come home and then BJ come back. That's not going to happen. They'll be checking if they even let them come home. And I doubt they do. One, the living conditions. That house is not, as you see in this video, that house is not fit. It's not suitable for living conditions. It should be condemned. That may be what you call home, but it's not livable. I know you're going to say, well, we lived there all our life. And yeah, you may have. You may have. But when the state steps in, that's it. I'm sorry, Betty, it's just not going to work. Not with BJ there. She needs to go and get clean. Prove she's clean. Do the test. Go get her a little Suboxone or whatever she's doing. She needs to straighten her life up. It's not going to happen. We're not going to bring them home. I know you love them, but just, we all love them. It's not going to happen. Okay, so next person you have is this Suni Alexander. She enters the picture and she says that she is getting a lawyer for Betty and that she's a mother, wife, daughter, friend. She's retired. You can see the post. She wants to get a lawyer and settle the property and replace it and find them land. She's already looking for a trailer. Who appointed this person? I have no idea. I don't know how this person thinks that she is appointee over his family. She made this group, Miss Betty, and she said she's with Betty, and then here it says, let's kill the rumors. I took Miss Betty and Larry to the lawyers yesterday. And this was posted October 1st. And she says we need $5,000 to retain him, the lawyer. A court date's been set to assign a court-appointed lawyers for Timmy, Lorraine, and Ray. It's a closed hearing. It will not be announced for the public. There's no charges pending against Betty. And they were taken for one reason. Once the order of protection was requested, it was taken as fact that BJ was abusive, which I have said all along. Miss Betty stated that in the video. Miss Betty had responsibility to protect her kids. Now, you have to remember, Betty has taken care of these kids her whole life. She is brother and sister to them, but she doesn't have a family of her own, and she's refused to get married, and she said she had the chance before. She didn't want to because she wanted to told her mommy that she would take care of the family. So that's what she's done. But who this Suni Alexander is, I have no idea. Don't know how she's, I don't think she's related to them in any way. So how she's been appointed, I have no clue. I'm just saying that this is out there, that this person is now made a group, Miss Betty, and I think there's something nefarious afoot. All right, last but not least, you have Brian Cody. which made the videos earlier that Amy had stolen from, and I showed you the video. He wants to know who designed Suni, Amy, and other leaders as representatives or decision makers for the Whittaker family. Following the investigation, and Patricia and Erica's, or should I say Patrick and Eric, cessation of filming. Can someone clarify that there's nobody that's really said who is over the family? To me, I think that Betty is the only one that really has the mind to take care of the family. She has all these years. Although she has been manipulated by Betty or by BJ and taken advantage of by numerous people. I'm not gonna say the names. You've seen the video. You make your own choice on that one. So this guy, he comes up with a video, and he says that he was attending school with BJ. He was in the 7th grade with her. He questions the authority of these newly representatives. So this guy's an old friend of BJ. So that right there tells you something is not right. And if you go on his page, there is video after video of Brian claiming to now be friends with these people. And I think BJ brought him in. But there's something going on here too. I don't trust it. Okay, now that we've gotten all of the inner workings out of the way, I want to say this. I have no part in the Whittaker family. No part. Not at all. I do not live in West Virginia anymore. These people are like family. They're not kin to me in any way. They're West Virginians by blood, and I'm a West Virginian by family. I'm sorry this video has been so long, but it's so much to this. There's so many inner workings to what's going on. The West Virginia State Police, please do something about all the people grifting off this family. They're still making videos. All these creators need to be demonetized today. I'm not making any money off this, and I will not. If I start making money off this, I have 18 followers, like I said in the beginning of the video. And if something happens that I go over 1,000, and I hope not, but if something happens that I do, I'll send my money to the state police and have them to distribute the way they need to. This is a terrible situation. They've taken advantage of these people. And like I said, I don't live in West Virginia anymore, so how does this affect me? This affects me by I get on to love these people. They're on my heart and on my mind. It was itching at me to make a video about it. I don't want to grift off them. I want these people to stop grifting off them. If you're making money off a video, you're doing wrong. If you're making money off of the likes, the comments, and the TikToks and whatever else. You're doing wrong. You need to stop grifting off these people. Leave them alone. Let the state take care of it. That's their business. And like Larry and Betty is both saying, nobody needs to be in their business anyway. Just stop. I mean, don't donate. Stop donating. If you donated, call the West Virginia State Police. Let them know you want your money back. Because it's not going to go to the Whittakers. It's going in someone else's pocket. Whether it be Eric, whether it be Patrick, whether it be whoever. There's so many people that think that they're appointed this and appointed that. No. No. The state needs to take custody of this family, the whole family. And like I said, BJ, you need to leave. Leave them alone. Go on. Move on with your life. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Talk to you later.